It was always going to happen. Barcelona was going to lose a game eventually. Barcelona could not keep this streak alive. There is no team in the world that can go unbeaten like how we were going right now. 11 games in a row is a great streak. Good job, Hansi Flick. Good job, the team. But you know what? It was going to come to an end. But it's just unfortunate the way it came to an end. Real Sociedad hosted Barcelona today, and unfortunately, they got the better of them. Now, was did Real Sociedad deserve to win? No. I'm gonna have to say no. Unfortunately for Barcelona, they ended up losing. Real Sociedad were getting cooked, as you can see by the XG right here. Barca had 3.7 XG to Real Sociedad's 1 XG. Barcelona created so many chances, and that XG doesn't count the 3 goals that Barcelona scored that were all ruled out. There was also a penalty that was ruled out for Barcelona because Lamine Yamal was offsides. We hit the post 4 times, so it was just a very unlucky game for us. The referee as well, Gil Manzano. Every time he is our referee, there is always some controversy. He is one of the worst referees when it comes to Barcelona. He didn't give Soler a red card when it was obviously a red card. They had to check VAR. Thank goodness for VAR because if it wasn't for VAR, our the decisions going our way would be way worse. Thank goodness for VAR. Anyways, every foul that he was calling on Barcelona was not a foul. I'm gonna be completely honest. Now, the first goal that Fermin scored, the one that they called a foul on Dani Olmo, I think it was a foul. It was really soft, but I feel like if that was any other player, let's say if that was a player on Real Madrid, let's say Valverde came in and kicked the ball, I feel like they would have given that to Real Madrid. They would have counted the goal. They would have maybe saw a slight touch of the ball, and they would have been like, you know what, goal. But you know what? It doesn't happen. We can't blame the refs on everything. We played it. Hansi Flick coached a perfect game. We should have been up 4-5-0 at halftime, but you know what? We weren't. And a lot of that is thanks to our finishing. We cannot finish. Danny almost skied a lot of shots. Pedri had a chance right at the beginning of the game. He couldn't make it. And now I understand. Raul Sociedad's goalkeeper turned into a prime Juan Garcia. He was saving everything. But that first half, he wasn't doing much. That goal that Fermin scored was a beautiful goal, but the goalie didn't do anything. The goal that Lamine scored was right here, and the goalie was just planted. We had the chances. We could finish against him. It's just in the second half, our chances were just not good enough. And also, he became really good. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, yes, Barcelona had a bunch of chances. Real Sociedad get us on their first attack. They cross it in. Koundé's mark, it gets behind him. One first time volley near post and he scores. Juan Garcia, I feel like he could have done better there, but it's like it's a first time volley near post. That ball was blasted into the net. It's tough to block, but it is near post. But I will give you grace, Juan Garcia, because you look like you will be the best goalkeeper to ever touch the field for Barcelona. Anyways, halftime, we go into halftime 1-0. I'm thinking, you know what? We end up every game we start losing, but we end up winning. This game looks like it's going in that direction. We scored a bunch of goals. We've created a bunch of chances. Let's just do it. But the one thing that we were missing, the one person that helps us every time we go down, our shining light, Rafinha, was not available for the game today. And I think that's what cost us, honestly. If Rafinha was there, I have no doubt we would have won. I have no doubt we would have came back. With Rafinha, we've come down from even worse deficits. We were down 3-1 against Celta Vigo last season. We came back and we won 4-3. We were down, I think it was 4-1 versus Benfica. Rafinha came and he won it 5-4 for us. Anyways, it happens. We go down a lot. But at halftime, I was positive. I was also watching the African Cup of Nations final between Morocco and Senegal. And during all that was when the penalty stuff happened. So I was kind of distracted. But it was a good performance overall. Coming to the second half. And I'm not going to lie, that second half was not that good. Of course, we created chances, but it wasn't as much as the first half. Lamine Yamal. Oh, before I keep going, Lamine Yamal had an incredible game. That first half by Lamine Yamal was a top five Lamine Yamal performances. This game he was incredible, and I hate the fact that we wasted a Lamine Yamal masterclass on a game like this, on a Real Sociedad loss. Now I hope we see him again later in the season. He says he starts locking in towards this time of the season. Let's see if that's true. So far, it looks like he has locked in. He looked incredible. But Lamine Yamal, shout out you. You are the best player in the world. Rafinha, you are my favorite player, but you are not the best. Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world, without a doubt. 9.1 performance without a goal, beautiful. Um, Kunde, yes. Okay, so then we were playing good. Danny Olmo was missing his chances like he always does. Ferran Torres was ghosting like always. So Hansi Flick decides to bring on Joao Cancelo, Robert Lewandowski, and Marcus Rashford. And from there, Rashford, he had a couple chances, and he scored one. And right when we scored, you know what they do off kickoff? They kick it to the right side of our defense. And you know what our defense can't do? Defend. They attack our right side right off kickoff. Kunde, he's great. Kunde is a great defender when it comes to intercepting counterattacks. I feel like he knows how to read that, but when it comes to one-on-ones, he is like a cone. When it comes to one-on-ones, he is horrible. I think that is the worst part of his game. That and crossing, because his crosses are horrible. So are Balde's. I don't even think Balde crosses the ball. I swear, I remember I watched this game live every day on Twitch and on TikTok, and I was saying, okay, this is a perfect chance for Balde to cross it. He had so many opportunities. I was like, okay, here comes the cross. Let's see where he puts it. And he would just cut it back, or he would just pass it back, or he would cut inside. He would never cross it. And it's like, it's so frustrating to see. Like, Joao Cancelo, when he came in, he made a couple great crosses. I'm not gonna lie. It is great to see a fullback that can make crosses. Now his defensive performance was not good. He was misplacing a couple passes. He was misplacing a couple passes. Overall, his performance was meh. But his crosses, his attacking, as we know, is great. Great, great, great. Thank you, Cancelo, for showing us a little positivity, a little attacking, a little positive attacking from our fullbacks. But that defending is horrible. Back to that second goal. Sorry, I get distracted. Back to that second goal. Kunde and Kubarsi. Oh my god. So Kunde gets taken. They cross it. They head it in. Juan Garcia had a stinker of a game today. I'm not going to lie. Probably his worst game as Barcelona player besides the Chelsea game. It hits Juan Garcia. He bobbles it. And then the Real Sociedad player, he gets to the ball first. He crosses it back in. Juan Garcia dives to try to stop the cross. It doesn't work. And the ball is bouncing in the box. And Gonzalo Guedes comes in and he volleys it. Now Pedri and Kubarsi were blocking the goal when Juan Garcia went out to try to grab the cross. Pedri went to the went near post to where Gonzalo Guedes was to block it. Kun, Kubarsi also went near post, but the thing with him was that he was behind Pedri. I don't know how he didn't see Pedri, or if he saw Pedri. I don't know why he decided to get behind him. He could have gone to the other side of the pit, the other side of the goal, made the goal way harder to score. But no, he gets right behind Pedri. Juan Garcia's running back almost gets to the ball, which is crazy. But it goes in and we concede right after we score. Now, Kubarsi, like I said, he probably could have stuck away from Pedri. They were right next to each other. I don't know why he decided to get behind him. Kunde, Kubarsi, Juan Garcia. That second goal was all on you guys. Horrible. And then a little bit after that, Juan Garcia ball was a goal. Ball was a shot. They get a shot from outside the box, and then Kubarsi has to head it out. It was all sorts of disruption. But we had a bunch of chances. We should have scored more. It's just this game wasn't going our way. Now, I'm not extremely mad about it. This is our first loss in 11 games. It's been about 2.5 months since I've last felt a defeat. Um, and from what I've seen, seeing somebody lose gets you more views. Because I stream every Barcelona game, and after every win, I get like about 10 viewers chit chatting. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good day. But today, no. Today I had my max viewers, 50 people, 55, 50, 60 people came in talking shit. The Real Madrid fans finally came out of their little cave to talk shit. It's took them 11 months, but they finally got the opportunity, and oh my god, they came out. Now shout out you guys for the support because I got like 10 followers. Shout out you guys. We on the way to 10,000 on TikTok, by the way. I'm at 2,000. Thank you guys for 2,000. But besides the point, they came out of their shell. They said, "Ha ha ha! Imagine losing to Real Sociedad." But my thing is, we played well. Our performance wasn't like any other perform. Our performance wasn't out of the ordinary. We weren't sticking it up like the Sevilla game, where we couldn't do anything. We played well. Lamine Yamal had a generational performance. We should have scored. We should have won. It's not the end of the world that we lost. Now we are still on top of La Liga, but it's just 1 point. And I've seen a lot of people saying that, oh, Real Madrid's worst ever side is only 1 point behind this Barcelona super team. Barcelona started off the year horribly. Real Madrid even won El Clasico. They were like 6, 7, 8 points ahead of us at 1 point. For us to even be 1 point ahead is crazy. Now, we are only halfway through the season. There's so many more games to go. But I have faith in this team. I have faith that we will continue to win. This was just a blip because we didn't have Rafinha. Rafinha makes this team better. Rafinha makes this team tick. Without Rafinha, we lose. Anything. Anything. It doesn't matter how we play. It doesn't matter what we do. It's been proven that under Hansi Flick's system, without Rafinha, we lose. Now I need to get me a Rafinha jersey because I love Rafinha. I missed him so much. He does so much for this team. I still don't understand why Hansi Flick was trying to convert him to a 10 when he is the best left winger in the world. Lamine Yamal should be converted to a 10. But that would leave Fermin Lopez out, and Fermin Lopez is incredible. But Fermin Lopez can move up. I don't know. Just thoughts, Hansi Flick. I'm just throwing thoughts out there, you know. Move Fermin Lopez to striker. Let's try it out. Lamine at the 10, Rooney right wing. Let's see if he can get headers. Anyways, overall, solid performance. Not a horrible performance. Our defensive performance was horrible, like always. This is Hansi Flick's system. It is horrible. We make mistakes. We concede. It happens. It's just unfortunately that today the ball went into the back of the net, but we were offsides or there were foul calls or just a whole bunch of bullshit. We go again. Slavia Praha, I'm pretty sure, in the Champions League. Let's check when they play. Wednesday. They play on Wednesday. I will make a lineup prediction video. I will speak about this game. Rafinha should be back. There is no Lamine Yamal for this game. This is a must-win game for us, as we are in 15th place. A win would put us in contention to be in the top eight, but that would have to mean all the other teams in the top eight have to lose. Inter Milan will probably drop out. Looking at this, Dortmund, and Tottenham. If they draw, that would be beautiful for us. But yeah, overall, the game against Slavia Praha is a very important game. This Real Sociedad game, don't put too much stock into it because honestly, we just it just happens. It just happens. We lose games like this sometimes. You can't win them all. You get unlucky sometimes, and today we were the unluckiest. Just like Senegal. Senegal were super unlucky today. Brahim Diaz gifted them the penalty. He said, "Here you go. I feel bad for you guys here. I'm just gonna pass it right to Mendy." By the way, what a horrible penalty. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this game. First L. Let's see if people actually react to this because, like I said, this is a loss and people like to watch suffering and losses. But guess what? I'm not suffering. I'm not losing. Hansi Flick, we played good. Our system worked. We created chances. We should have won that game. Real Madrid, when they play, they get lucky. They shouldn't be winning their games. So eventually, we should be right on track. I don't think this. I don't put that much stock into this game. Anyways, thank you so much, you guys. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Vix Chapin on everything. Um, yeah, we're trying to make it to 10K on TikTok. We'll try to get 100 subscribers by the end of the month on YouTube. We'll see how that works. I have to post more shorts. But other than that, thank you guys for this journey. I know I've been kind of slacking on YouTube. I am kind of dumb about that, but thank you guys. Let me know what you thought of the game. Have a great day.